Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Brad Levy, CEO of Symphony, to discuss evolving financial workflows through communication-powered networks and accelerated digitization and connectivity for the global financial markets community. Brad, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thank you so much for having me, Jill. It's great to see you.
You got it. And let's discuss the collaboration economy. What trends do you see? How is it evolving? Where does Symphony fit into this ecosystem?
Well, I mean, the collaboration economy has probably just been defined a bit in the last few years by the pandemic existing and people understanding the value of remote work and the existence of it. There's a wide space, where you have large technology companies and, smaller inside initiatives, I guess, in many industry verticals. So we are part of that collaboration economy. We do voice, video, chat, all the typical features of a collaboration platform. But then obviously, where we fit in is we're deploying it very specifically in financial services, around our industry very, clearly in cap markets, institutional and wealth management.
So Brad, tell us a little bit more about Symphony and the types of solutions that you're providing to the financial space.
Well, as I mentioned, full collaboration stack, voice, video, chat, into screen share, file share. More importantly, a fully encrypted end-to-end network where our clients have the keys with data loss protection initiatives on the back of that. And then many capabilities where we can integrate, into services like Zoom, WhatsApp, WeChat, ServiceNow, Jira, et cetera, Salesforce. And then also very specific solutions that are more for our industry, event services we're building, embedding our collaboration platform in other systems that are relevant to our industry, and more importantly, identity initiatives so we can identify each other safely in a more federated workflow where we're leaving enterprises and going to other enterprises and back.
How will acquisitions continue to play a role in their growth in this year's acquisitions of Cloud9 Technologies and StreetLinks?
Well, we're in a consolidation phase. It's in market infrastructure, market structure. It's been going on for a few years. They happen in waves. So we're in one. We've done a few deals ourselves in 2021, buying Cloud9 and StreetLinks. But we're going to be a net buyer of assets for the foreseeable future. We have an organic growth strategy clearly. What we're doing with our acquisitions is looking to enhance and accelerate our organic growth strategies, versus sort of buy our way into bigness, and then ultimately do a really good job integrating these assets and businesses over time. And, we're clearly not going to run a portfolio of financial assets as a highly integrated company and mostly targeting assets where our relevance and ability to problem solve increases with our acquisition strategy and then obviously drives our growth rates.
Why and how is cloud a strategic part of Symphony's vision?
Well, I mean, the cloud is certainly here and coming. It's in many industries fully, like the media and space, where we're just, I'd say in the last few years as an industry have come around to adopting it. We've been cloud native and cloud focused from start. So we're there. We have to lead because it's our business, and we know that the street in general will take more time, and they should. But you get infrastructure, you get your data center, you get software in that data center to do monitoring that we shouldn't be building and doing ourselves. And then more importantly, you get the benefit of platform technologies inside of their containerization, microservices, et cetera, that really allow us to scale ourselves globally, do what we do best, and rely on infrastructure and software and services that we enable or we use to enable ourselves, but not necessarily build and provide ourselves. So allows us to connect, collaborate, interoperate, and really get more mobile and give our clients a lot of optionality with us over time.
Right. And Brad, it's so interesting. The financial services space in particular, we talk about digitization and automation all the time, but you think that we must continue to place humans at the heart of digital. Tell me more about that.
I mean, on some level, I don't know why I wouldn't put humans in the middle of everything, just because it's probably just a better way to think, where you're really trying to put the people in the middle and figure out how to give them, more leverage and power. There's always an element of cost reduction and jobs going away, I guess, over time. But what we really believe is technology is not just a tool or a capability, it's really power. And if you have some of them and then assemble them properly, you can really give people that leverage, allow them to do their tasks more effectively, string more tasks together, hand off and pick up more easily, and then ultimately start to automate your way out of things that could be, more automated and less human touch. But our goal is to add that power to human touch and then let the automation efficiencies come by way of that headline of, humans getting more leverage with tech, with their clients and just with their own workflows.
And Brad, to wrap up here, do you think hybrid work is going to continue to play a major role even as we move past the pandemic?
Absolutely. I don't think it's as neat as a formula of 3 days in, 2 days out. I think it's really going to be what I call numerous and endless flavors of hybrid, really depending on the industry you're in, the place you live, the person you are, and even some cultural norms. So I think hybrid is here. I think it will be a lot of different shapes, flavors. It will depend on moments like what happens with COVID, et cetera. But I think it's a great net add. It will give us all more optionality and more productivity. But I don't think there's a one size fits all by any stretch. And I don't think there's a moment where we're going to say we're now hybrid.
Yep, I would agree with you there. Brad, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you, Jill.